Well, hey there, everyone. Good morning, and it's a good morning indeed because today Jagex has released the 110 Runecrafting update. That's got all sorts of goodies for us to take a look at, and I'm going to do a quick sort of surface level dive into the new mechanics of the update. We'll be looking at time runes, maybe take a look at some of the spells that they've added to the game. We'll go find the time altar and maybe even take a quick, sort of curious look at the new fletching mechanics. So, why don't we stop scrolling through this news update page and jump into the game? So, when you jump into the game, you'll lose your comp or your trim comp if you've got it. We've got some new achievements here to take care of in order to get those back. Not too much, kind of typical what we've come to expect from a 110 update. We've got to make the new time rune. We've got to go ahead and unlock the ability to make the masterwork by creating and fully upgrading the new eternal magic weapons that we can craft at the rune altars. And we've also got to make the expansive essence pouch, which seems like it's going to be a bit of a lengthy process, similar to making the new hatchets, the new pickaxe of life and death, all that stuff. So first thing though, let's actually go ahead and craft these runes. The first thing you'll need to do, and they said this in the news post, is you'll need your enchanted key that requires you having completed the making and meeting history quests. Pretty early, early game quests that you can do. They don't take too long if you haven't done them before. I do this every time. I've got my pinup. 1 second, folks. So I'm an idiot. I was gonna go and show you to get the key from the quest caravan, but it's not there. And if you've done the quest, you gotta get the key from Jorel. He's located at the outpost, which is north of Ardoin. You gotta pay 6,000 coins. It's pretty steep. There you go. And that's how you get your enchanted key back. Not from the quest caravan. You gotta go to Jorel, again, north of Ardoin. If you got the Traveler's Necklace, you can use that. Passage of the Abyss. There's a million ways to get there. So, we've got our key. Now, where is the time altar itself? There's two ways to get there. There's actually a few ways to get there, but if we open our map here, we can see that the time altar itself is located appropriately on the north corner of Anachronia. It's actually right here. I don't have the icon indicated. And so there's a few ways we get there. We could use our abyss teleports. We could use the sort of archaeology lodestone network. Maybe go to the Crypt of Varanus. You can go through the abyss once you've anchored the runecrafting altar for the first time with the enchanted key, or we can take a look at our handy new spells. You can see on the standard spellbook here, there's some new teleports added, and if you've got your Abyssal Link relic active, you can use the teleports out the gate without the need for time runes, and you can see there's the northwestern Anachronia teleport. So we're going to use that and see where that drops us. Hopefully we're right near the altar, but maybe not. Pretty close. Pretty close. So you're probably wondering, where do I get the talisman for this altar? How do I get there? That sort of stuff. There is actually not a talisman, and if we open our Wicked Hood screen there, you can see they did not add one for the Wicked Hood. This is likely, honestly, my guess is they were lazy. They didn't want to have to update this interface and add in the new talisman for it. So there is not a direct teleport to the altar. There is no talisman that we need to feed to it. If you'll remember, they had the spot for the soul altar before there was a soul altar in the game, so it was kind of future-proofed. My guess is they don't want to touch this. They don't want to mess with this. But that's fine. So we've got a pretty close teleport. And now once we anchor it with the key here, let's do that real quick. Hello, past. This is kind of funny. More gray hair. Well, my hair is gray in the game. Why are you here now? You touch the entrance to the time altar, and you're finally a master of crafting runes. I'm here to tell you how to access it, just like my own future me once did for me. Paradoxal. You see, it's lost in time, and you need to anchor it to the present. Simple enough, you need to bring the enchanted key and use it on these ruins. An odd thing, I happen to have my key with me. I also forgot how much of a cheater I you told us in the news post, Jagex. Alright, so what do? I use the That's it. With the key, you should be able to touch these runes. You touch the enchanted key to the ruins, the key briefly gets hot, then the rune entered to the time altar becomes accessible to you in the oh, look at that. It's all fixed now. All right. Kind of funny little interaction. All right. We can do it. Let's go in the time rune, time altar. I don't think we got any new music. No new music. Dune, it's just playing Dune. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is pretty bitchin', actually. This looks really cool. I like how it looks like a giant hourglass. This looks a lot different. I like this. This is really unique. Let's go ahead and make this first rune. Bam! All right. Look at that. So 200, not bad. I wonder how this works with the. Can I keep the key with me now at all times? I don't know. I wonder how the wrong scale. Let's check the multiples real quick. All right, 100 leveling benefits. Throw magic weapons, 5. Ascending expert, essence save. Ooh. Ascending expert. Huh, I don't know. It obviously works on different mechanics, so they made a bunch. Alright, so that's that. So we know where the time altar is. We can use it via the abyss now. I've got some time runes. So the next thing we got to do is... Actually, before we do that, I'm going to do a test on my own. I am going to do some crafting. I want to see if I can tune this, the runic tuner, to the time altar. It doesn't specify that it doesn't work. So I'm going to do a few runs with this. I've got it on the soul altar right now, and I will see if it attunes to the time altar after a few tries. So in doing some testing, it appears that you can in fact attune the tuner to the time altar, which is great. I was hoping we'd be able to. I'm happy we can. So let's just take a look at that real quick, see how the XP looks on something like that. Lower our last preset. I didn't notice if we used any anima stones. I'm assuming we did, but I didn't actually look, so I'm curious about that too. Saving my charge in case my next runic, attunement is a bad altar, like the law altar, or the nature altar, or something like that. So let's just get up there, get all up in that altar, and then this is gonna be the last thing we check, and then we'll check the weapons, and then I think that's it for this video. I'll do a separate video for the pouch and for the two-handed masterwork two-hand staff. So let's see how this goes. We get, yep, it does use catalytic runes. It looks like we got 276 time runes, and I'm actually gonna empty this out and just get a bunch of time runes here. I'm wasting out because I don't have catalytic stones, but that's all right. I just want to get a bunch of time runes. And so let's actually take a look at the spells real quick too once I'm done with this. So we've seen there's those few teleports. There's also a Kazari Jungle teleport. Yep, I think that's it right there. Eastern Anachronia. There is the Lost Grove teleport, which is probably good for, Slayer. If you don't have the Solak, what do you call it? The Solak Reaper Portal. But what else is there? Is that it for this? Oh, no, that's old. Mazcab is old. That's where my house is, I think. No, that's they added the Mazcab teleport a while ago. Let's take a look at the other spells real quick, though, on the standard book. We've got Rumble Undead is back, which, if you're kind of new to the game, it was basically just an earth spell that did extra damage to undead enemies. Scales up to level 99, and it does 30% extra damage, so that's going to be best in slot for undead if you're using magic. Let's see, we've also got, there's the Temporal Anomaly spell, which lets you reset one of... this one is the spell that allows you to... It gives you another aspect similar to Animate Dead, or what do you call it? Animate Dead or Darkness. This one is more offensively based. It looks like it gives you... it takes some of your power armor bonus. It takes basically the stats of your power armor and applies it to bonus damage, and also gives you the ability to reset cooldowns, which sounds really powerful. So that'll be interesting to try out for sure. When you're not relying on animate dead or darkness. I don't think let's check. Let's test real quick. I don't think it stacks with darkness, but let's find out. All right, so we go. What do I need? Let's get all right. There we go. I gotta redo my rune pouches. And then let's do let's check my nexus real quick. All right, so let's cast darkness, and then we'll cast. Yep, so that overrid it. So it's an aspect. It just even though it's offensive based, you can't have both, which is what I thought would happen. All right, let's dump all that. Let's go switch our spell books real quick to lunars. Let's see what we got on lunars. So on lunars, we've got it's the Catherine B. Oh, there we go. Western Kazari Jungle Teleport is on the lunars along with the Mountain Camp Teleport. These are specifically clue teleports. That is the main reason these exist, are for clue hunting, which I mean this one's big. I've wasted a lot of clue refreshes or instant teleports just with the Mountain Camp because it's just such a pain in the ass to get to. So very excited for this spell. Let's check out the skilling. Let's see what's in here. Let's see. Spell swap, or Bora Power. Sift. Paradox. Okay, so that is the spell that gives us extra resources at the cost of XP. So great if you're, 200 mil in a skill. What else do we got? That looks new. Spin. Nope. I know there's supposed to be the other spell that lets you jump way ahead in time, but I don't know where that is. It could be on Ancients. Spellbook swap, Earl Soil, Bank, Banite, Paradox, of Soil, Fire. Let's make. Yeah, that could be on Ancients, or it could have been on Standard, and I just didn't find it. Let's check Ancients real quick. Any new spells here? No new teleports here. I don't think there'll be anything here on Ancients. No new spells. Nah, no nothing. So it seems like there's mostly just those new, the teleports, Paradox, the new aspect, and then where is this time advancement one? Oh, there it is, advanced time. Ugh. So that's really cool. Let's check that out real quick to see what that can be used for. Let's just cast it once. Oh no, I gotta reorganize this tab. I gotta put time runes up there somewhere. Oh no. All right. So we can. It looks like it doesn't cost until you actually use it. So we can complete our research, complete voyages, miscellanea, advance our base camp time by a day. That's pretty good. So these are all like Barrel Farm, Arc. Ooh, Sandstone. I like that. So these are pretty good for like those time lock things, archaeology ports, Anachronia base camp, and then these two are great if you need Sandstone. This is a pretty good spell. I can see how it's useful for sure. Not too expensive to cast. Only a few astral runes. Time runes seem easy to get. So those are the spells. That's the altar. You can attune it to the your runic attuner can work, which is great. You got a lot of runes per craft. You want to get your catalytic stones with you when you do it. And then that's about it for the crafting itself. We're gonna get some Elder Eternal Magic Logs, and we're gonna take a look at the crafting process really quick and check out how that works. So you'll have to have fletched your Eternal Magic weapons. These require varying degrees of fletching. I think 100 for the staff and 103 for the wand and the orb. Just 2 logs for the staff, 1 for the orb and the wand. Pretty straightforward. Once you do that, though, you gotta imbue them. You can use You can use them as are. Oh no, you can't. You gotta imbue it first. Duh. I believe you can take it to any altar. We're gonna find that out right now. I'm just gonna go to the time altars. I want to hang out there anyways, since it looks cool. It's a new area. Let's check it out. And I believe you can imbue it anywhere. You'll want your essence with you when you do that, and we're gonna check this process out. All right. Yep, imbue weapons at the time altar. It's gonna ask if you want to make. All right. And that's it. That's a. Nope. All right. So you'll see. There's a progress. I don't know how this works. Will it use less at different altars. I doubt it. It probably just has a set progress. So this is like smithing or fletching the new eternal magic bows, the ranged weaponry. So that's it. And this will allow us to use this weapon in its base level, but there's also a lengthier process that we can do to fully imbue it. So let's get an idea of how many runes it's going to take to do a single weapon. These might be quicker just because there's less of them, but you will go directly into your pouches without having to remove them. This is pretty decent XP. Probably good if you're AFKing. It might be a pretty decent activity to do on double XP weekend, where runecrafting is always kind of a pain in the neck to do, just with the way the bonuses don't stack, and it can be slow, especially if you're doing like the soul altar. It's a lot of slow training in between the XP drops, but this is sort of adding a less intensive way to train to the skill, so to speak, at high levels. Well, let's take a look. We're almost done here. All right, so now we can actually equip it. It's tier 85, but we can also go through the next steps. Yep. And so again, it doesn't look like you'll have to bounce between altars. You can just keep using the weapon you're working on at the same altar and just imbue away. And that will be a process identical to creating the, again, burial armor or the masterwork ranged weaponry. So we're going to do this. We'll take a look at the final product, and then that's going to be it for this video. All right, so we're nearly done here. As you can see, I just finished a second ago, and I now have a fully saturated Eternal Magic staff, which provides tier 90 stat and can be further sacrificed at the altar, which you have to do for the achievement, as you can see. Actually, no, sorry, you only have to make it 100%. I misspoke. So once you've done that, you're good to go. You can further sacrifice it at the altar for additional XP. Before I do that, though, I just want to check something. I'm curious if the wands and the orb use less progress, and yeah, they seem to be a little less progress per step. I believe this step was 1200 when I was doing the staff, and it's only 1000 for the wand, so it will go a little bit faster. I've also tested this at different altars, and it doesn't seem to matter where you go. You get the same XP per action. It is a little less, I'm noticing, with the wand here than it was with the staff, which makes sense, I suppose, based on, the XP in the item and things like that. Overall, this has been a fairly comparable process to burial armor and the masterwork bows, not the masterwork feat, so the martial bows, or whatever it's called, for the eternal tier 90 bows. It's a little bit slower because you can't just stand in one spot and make them. You have to keep going to a bank and getting more Rune Essence, and then going to your altar, which again doesn't matter, so you'll probably want to pick the shortest altar without teleports. That's probably Edgeville to the body altar. Those are really close. You can teleport to Edgeville and then just run south to the body altar, get there, with a surge, dive and a surge if you place it right. But this process is, it is different from those day smithing and fletching processes, just in the sense that for each step of the way, you have to use more and more logs or bars, and you get more XP for more progress that you make. This doesn't happen. This is static XP for each step of the way, instead of just, requiring more and more progress, so that the process takes longer. You can sacrifice at the end. That I'm actually going to see if that requires Rune Essence in a second when I run out. I'm kind of curious if it does, or if you can just sacrifice it and call it a day. You'll have to go to the ZMI altar, so I'm going to do that next. Just in a minute. I'm probably going to be out of runes in a second. And that's going to be it. Once I test that, I want to see what happens. I think the news post said you need runes, so let's go check that out momentarily when I'm done here doing this. It looks like I just finished up. Let's just make sure. Yep. Okay, so we're actually going to do a quick little change here. We're going to go to Wars instead of Max Guild. If it wants to load, we're going to switch to Lunars. Go bank. No, bank, I said bank. Put that away. No way I want that, actually. I'm not using my preset just because I don't feel like banking the catalytic runes. All right, so we're gonna head to ZMI, if I can remember which, yep, icon it is. And I want to see what happens when we sacrifice this weapon, because I don't need it. Obviously, I don't need a tier 90 staff. Just doing it for the achievement. This will be the last thing I check before we wrap this video. So let's go take a look now. Plus, I want to check out how they redesigned it. I mean, this looks kind of cool already. The lava. I don't know if this is new, if that was part of the refresh. We're gonna go the dangerous way because I ain't never scared. No, one spellbook. I can't barge. This looks a lot cooler. I like it. There's nobody here. All right, let's just hide over here where they can't get us. Ascend weapons. Yeah, and so you do got to do the whole process, but it doesn't look like it's costing me any runes. I'm gonna stop for a second. Let's craft some runes, and then see if I can still do it. Yeah, so you don't need runes. I'm getting a lot more XP. I'm getting 300 instead of getting like 140 originally with small little bonuses that I have. We'll just get a shot of that last XP drop. It looks like it's gonna take, I'm getting 10 progress per 1200 progress, so it'll take a little while. I will get a video of the XP drop and then we'll call it a day. All right, we're nearly done with our 120 actions needed to fully do this. So you're gonna get, you know, without bonus XP or any modifiers, you're gonna get something close to 40,000 XP, a little less, we'll say 35,000 XP for doing this whole process. And I wanna see if there's a big chunk right at the end. There is not. Runic, and that's it. I got a few runes, it looks like. All right, that was it. So there's not a big XP drop at the end there, so you're gonna get about 36,000 for sacrificing the staff, which seemed about equal to what the martial blows get you, things like that. That's it. That's the whole process from start to finish. The new altar, where to find it, how to get to it. Runecrafting with the runic tuner can be beneficial. It does attune to the time altar. And roughly how long it's going to take you from start to finish to go from fletching the base 85 weapon to fully empowering it and then sacrificing it. Maybe about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depends how efficiently you play. And that's it for this. One thing I noticed was a little cool when I was imbuing is that you could see it played a different animation from each of the different altars when you imbue. I thought that was kind of neat. That's it though, start to finish. That's just the runes, a quick sort of look at the spells and what they do, the teleport locations. I don't want to go to South Balador. What am I doing? Let's see where it takes us to the jungle. Just a quick look at the spells, the rune, the altar, how to unlock it, how the new imbuing works. Not the fastest XP in the game by any means, but it's certainly, you know, a nice AFK way to train if that's what you're into. If you don't want to be running back and forth between runes or doing the boring slog that is the soul altar. That's it for this part. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna get some time. I'm gonna take a look at the expansive pouch. It's also a requirement for the copper cape, as well as I just want to get it. I know you start that at the rune span. I think it's going to be a process against, like making the tier 100 pickaxe and the hatchet. But all in all, pretty cool update. Time altar looks great. I love it. You know, imbuing weapons, it's a little more tedious than the other skills, but runecrafting is a different skill by nature, so that's sort of how it works. Thanks for watching this video. Good luck with all your runecrafting. And again, keep an eye out for the expansive pouch video and then for the masterwork two-handed staff video. Those are going to be fun. Take it easy.